Hi guys, welcome back to Articulate. Today I got myself a package and this is the Dimension Studio Ultraman model kit. Look at that. This is the box and this is how it looks when completed. Of course, the model kit does not come with this color. The one I got here is the normal plastic white color. So without further ado, let's construct this model kit and have a look at it. And this is how it looks. The first part, I have completed the head and the chest torso piece. Very impressive. As you can see at the back, there are flaps openable. You can close it back down, and the backbone here is very nicely done. The head sculpt is outstanding. The posability is very good. Look at that. Even the neck actually also pivot. This one have two joint, the head and the bottom of the neck, so it can really look up, down, left and right, no problem. Look at that. So I will be finishing my arms and hands together with the pelvis, hips and the legs right after this. Finally, I got the arms completed together with the hands. In terms of joints and articulation, this guy is absolutely amazing. It is very sturdy and the joints are very tight. So I believe this will be a very good model kit. Still have a little bit more to go on the hips and legs. So stay tuned. And finally, I complete this Ultraman model kit, and it is a very enjoyable build, and I really like this figure, and this guy is really massive. At 1/6 scale, he is looking very impressive. Look at that. I do have the light up feature, but I don't really tend to use those light up feature. The eyes, chest piece and the arms actually has these small little batteries with a light up feature. So usually what I did is once I have play with it with a short while, I'll just put it back in the shelf, and that's it. I do not want my figure to actually have the batteries leaking into the figure, so that's why I leave it out from this figure. But I will try to show you how the battery actually works shortly. But for the time being, this guy is absolutely amazing. The posability and the joints are very tight, but there are some other areas whereby you may have to be very careful, especially this guy at the back. If you look at it closely, there are a lot of details, and all these are individually mounted at the back of the spine, and it actually mounted in a very small little pack, so you may need to glue it all the way down, because once you pose this guy, sometimes when the top section here touches the bottom abdomen section, this piece may just drop off. Once you drop those, and if you don't notice it for a while, you may just lose that piece. So what you need to do is you need to glue some of these parts onto the body. That's what I did, but I did not do all of it. I believe I did 2 or 3 of this spine detailing section here. And also it does have this openable flap at the back. Very nice, almost like Iron Man, as you can see. And this is how it looks. The small little flap at the back. You can retract it back nicely, so no problem at all. This section here, you can actually put a battery inside the left and right arm, and it does shine through all the way to this beam effect. They do give you some other type of this beam effect, but I have yet to do that. So that is something very nice. This part here, actually you can open up, as you can see, and retract it back. This part here also you can open, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, it's quite tight. This is how it looks. You can open and close it back, no problem. The feet here, it does have a good range of movement. You can lift this guy out of the way to give it more flexibility in terms of posing the feet. This is also you can lift it up, the feet flat in front of it. And also if you look at it closely, there is a hinge here, so you can actually pivot it and have this type of a pose, slanting pose. This is a hinge over here, so that is a very nice detailed design of this figure. I do have some problem putting on the legs. If you look at it closely, there's a gap in between here. It's really hard to actually squeeze it together. So this guy does have some issues. So as you can see, I do actually cut some of the pegs in order to squeeze it more closely, because if you spoil or damage 1 or 2 of the pegs, you will have problem putting these 2 sections here together. And you do have this section here pulling up. If you want Ultraman to actually pose with the hips moving upwards, no problem at all. That will give you a slightly more range in terms of dynamic pose. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. The head sculpt is very nicely done, as you can see. The arms are nice, the hands are very nice, although you don't have articulated fingers, but the look of these hands actually is very nice. They do have a few more spare hands. There's a fisted hands also. I'm yet to fix it up. Probably later on I'll try to complete the whole model. but this is how he looks. I just complete it just a few minutes ago, so I thought I show you guys first before I do anything with him. And of course, if you look at all these panel linings section, is all these grooves, you can actually do a lot of panel linings to bring out the detailing of this figure. On top of that, the head is also very nice. The neck is actually pushable, as you can see. You can move down, up, left and right. Very nice. The arm also you can pose 90 degrees, maybe slightly more than 90 degrees. Very nice. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Double jointed articulation. Absolutely amazing. So this is how it looks with the arms all the way, almost 180. So absolutely stunning. Of course, if you have time, you can really paint this guy as close as the original intent of this figure. As you can see from my instruction manual which they give you, as you can see, the Ultraman actually is all in silver color. So I'm not really a fan of silver color, so that's why I thought maybe I just leave it out. But with this type of a white color, it still looks very impressive. Look at that. So now if you do want to know whether this guy can pull off some dynamic pose, he absolutely can. As you can see here, Ultraman is squatting down with one leg kneeling. You can also do the superhero landing pose, no problem, but I have just glued this section at the bottom here, but it may not be dry now, so I just skip that. This is as far as I can show you guys. Definitely Ultraman here can really have a very nice landing pose, no problem at all. Look at that. Amazing looking Ultraman. And here's another pose of this Ultraman. Absolutely outstanding. Look at that. Very impressive. I really like this figure. You can actually pose him looking down, something like that, almost Iron Man looking. Very impressive. Look at that. So finally, I will be showing you Ultraman here together with some of my 1/6 scale figures, and see how he looks side by side. Alright, now this is how he looks with my Ultraman from Banpresto. This is the classic Ultraman, and this is the anime manga version of Ultraman 2019, and both looks fantastic. Of course, over the years, this Ultraman does seems a little bit mechanical, almost very close to what we have with Iron Man. simply outstanding. So let me put the Hot Toys and have a look shortly. Alright, this is what I've been waiting for. A comparison with Hot Toys 1/6 scale Iron Patriot on my right hand side. As you can see, in terms of height, the Ultraman seems to be a tad bit shorter than the Iron Patriot. I'm not sure, maybe the legs is a little bit spread out for this Ultraman. Let me straighten him up and compare one more time. And this is how it looks. Still shorter than the Iron Patriot, but nevertheless still looking very impressive. So I hope you guys enjoy my video. Until then, Anticlit signing off. Remember to share, subscribe, and spread the love. See you guys next time. Cheers.
Audio Jungle.